This has been my Enduro bike for the past 6 months, and while most of it is stock, today we're going to make it much better. The only things that I have changed out is the stem, and that's mostly for aesthetic reasons, as I'm trying to make this bike mostly gold because it has the black frame, and most of the parts I'm trying to make look gold, really nice. And if you haven't watched my full review on it, I suggest you go check that out. I'll put it up in the corner of your screen somewhere. That goes through most of the problems I had throughout the first few weeks of testing. And after getting to ride this at multiple parks for the past few months, I've gotten some more thoughts on it, but most of the problems have stayed the same, especially with the shifter and how sensitive it is. That's definitely annoying. The brakes aren't horrible, but especially on really steep descents, the lever is not very light and causes a lot of arm pump. But they do have very good power, very good stopping power as well. Also, at a downhill race at Mastodon Resort, super rocky course like a rock minefield, I blew out my rear tires. Also got new tires, Continental Cryptals. I've been in love with them. Super grippy, super nice, very good traction-wise. We also changed out the dropper lever because the stock one was very poor, and this is definitely one of the best dropper levers ever. We also changed out the grips. I have quite big hands, so I really like these PMW Loam grips, although in a recent crash, this one got kind of destroyed. The suspension has also been pretty good, definitely probably a little harsh. So today we're going to try and fix that. This is a size large bike, so you would think large people will ride it, so it has a 500-pound coil on it. I am tall, so I need the size large, but I am very light, only about 130 pounds, so we're going to be going down to a 450-pound coil and see if that fixes some issues. We also said we're going to get TRP brakes, if you can see behind me. We do have the TRT brakes, the Evo Pros. Also got the TRP rotors, the SE05 race rotors. 203 in the rear and 220 in the front. Also believe it's currently only a 200 in the rear right now, but TRP only makes it 203 rotor, so we'll double check on that. If anything, we just add a few washers under the spacer thing and all will be good. We also got new bars. We got the 1UP Carbon V2 bars, and we got gold decals for it. These bars are currently 800. The 1UPs came at 800, but we cut the 1UPs down to 790. Want to experiment a little shorter, just for more nimbleness. 800 is very wide. So yeah, we'll be getting all that changed out today, so let's get into it. Alright, so we got the coil out. Now we're going to put the new spring on. It's our new spring. It's just a standard RockShox spring. I know, oh, gold bike, you should have gotten like a gold coil. Well, if I get a new shock, I'll get a gold coil. MRP makes a nice like bronze one. I was actually pretty surprised how heavy the coil is. But when you feel the whole shock, it's pretty heavy. Dirty in there, so we'll just use some RockShox suspension cleaner. And we'll just screw it on until this sits right on top. Preload ring. Screw it until there's no play. Alright, now I know there are a few new parts on this bike that I didn't show in the video or talk about at all. Now, that'll be a future video, so we're not going to speak on those, so we'll just speak on the things that I've installed in this video, which go for the new handlebars, brakes, grips. Yeah, I think that's mostly it, and obviously the new coil. So yeah, we have a trip to Snowshoe coming up pretty soon, and this is after the fact, so I'll speak mostly on the performance then. Now, these brakes I absolutely like a lot. The color is absolutely amazing. The adjustments are really nice and work really well. You can definitely feel the difference with the pad adjustment quite a bit. Bleed process is pretty simple. Now it was quite hard to get a pretty firm bleed on these brakes. These brakes do tend to have a more modulative feel to them. Now I have ridden and tested the older ones, not the Pro models. Those ones are a lot more modulative, or modulating, I don't know the correct word, but the old ones modulate a lot more. These Pro models do have a firmer feel, but are definitely on the more modulate side of brakes. Now the lever feel is nice and light. I've not ridden Hazen Means, and I assume the lever feel on those is lighter, but compared to the codes, this lever feel is super light and definitely decreases arm pump and hand fatigue very noticeably on steep descents, and I noticed it a lot at Snowshoe. Is a big difference for sure. The feel is definitely a lot lighter. Now I don't know, I haven't really tested the full power. I haven't ridden super steep stuff and can't really compare the overall power of these to the codes. I think they're pretty much on par, as I haven't really tested these to the fullest extent. But in terms of lever feel and whatnot, they definitely modulate more, and it's hard to get a super firm and punchy feel from these brakes, which is kind of what I prefer, but they're not terrible. Super nice. Definitely I haven't had any issues with them so far, and they've worked quite well. And I really like the color. And these bars I also really like. I don't know how much of a difference I can notice with the vibration damping and whatnot, but so far I really like these bars. They're $790. I might come down to $780. I think I definitely benefit from that a little bit. Yeah, there definitely are higher rise, and I like the high rise a lot, so I really like that. And the biggest difference is obviously the 450 coil. Oh my god, night and day. I can totally feel the difference, and this 450 is so much more squishy, so much more appropriate for my weight. So that made definitely a huge difference with the feel of the bike and whatnot, so that was super awesome. So yeah, overall really pleased with these new parts and whatnot, and can't wait to get some more time on them. So yeah, the metal pads, I don't know, I just feel for downhill, metal pads I like more, because they kind of give a stronger feel, more powerful feel. Also, especially for downhill, they do not wear out as faster. I would blow through organic pads so fast if I were racing and riding downhill. And the amount of braking I kind of do at my skill level, because my skill level is not too high, so I do quite a bit of braking, which I kind of need to limit. But yeah, I would burn through organic pads way too quick, so really like the metallic ones, and they work perfect. So yeah, overall super pleased, and this build is turning out absolutely amazing.